What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny, back with another edition of Mr. Calloway's View of the World. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah. Today I want to talk about Black Lives Matter and the violence within the hip-hop community. In a world where we paint everything is racist, and we say we live in a white supremacy society, and white supremacy is destroying us. I want to know why we don't pay attention to hip-hop. I guess in the simplest way I could say it. The biggest argument for Black Lives Matter is that the inner city violence has to do with lack of money or lack of resources. But this year alone, look, Pop Smoke, February 19th of 2020. Huey, June 25th of 2020, from St. Louis, made the Pop Lock and Drop It song a while back. King Von, November 6th, 2020. And then we have another rapper, MO3, who was just recently shot and killed on I-35 in Dallas. I've never heard of him. But I just wanted to address, why haven't we heard any protests about this? All of these men are black. They've all been murdered. But wait, they didn't get murdered by a white guy. White cop, better yet. None of them were poor. None of them were struggling for money. All of them seemed to have nice houses, bunch of gold chains, very nice cars. So what's the reason for this violence? And why don't we look into it? Oh, because we're too busy distracted by white supremacy, right? See, the biggest falsehood that keeps getting told by this narrative is that money changes everything. But once again, if you drop a bag of money off to every house in America, it doesn't change your morals, your characters, your value, and the way you carry yourself. At some point, we have to address the violence within our culture. We have to address the quickness to pull out a gun and kill another man. And it's interesting because most of these murders are from boys who grew up without a father. Something else that I think should be addressed. This narrative that America is holding black men back eventually is going to have to go away. In an 86-year period, there were 3,442 black men lynched in the United States. We surpass that number every 6 months in homicides. Philadelphia alone this year has had over 400 homicides. Chicago this year has had 24 children under the age of 10 murdered. Here in Kansas City, we have over 150 homicides. And yet we're screaming, defund the police and reallocate the money. Our public schools suck, but you would never say defund the school, would you? At some point, we have to fix us. And I truly think this violence in hip-hop is way more dangerous than any imaginary white boogeyman that you want to try to tell me about. It's very unfortunate that this young man lost his life. Seeing MO3 was a father of 3 children. King Von was a father of 3 children. And now we have 6 black kids growing up fatherless. Fatherless homes are one of the biggest issues in our community. I grew up in poverty. Sometimes we didn't have lights. Sometimes we didn't have gas. Sometimes we didn't have water. We were always on Section 8. But I was never scared of the cops. I was scared of my father. My father never told me that I couldn't do things because of a white person or white supremacy. He put in my head that I could be whatever I wanted to be. All I had to do was work hard and apply myself. I currently own the same house that my mother grew up in, had Section 8 in. I lived in this home for 5 years. We were evicted because my mother lost her Section 8. And I once again have that home, 13 years later, through hard work. I wish we could change the message in our hip-hop music. I wish we could stop glorifying gun violence and murder and killing. One of the things that's really needed is love between black men. We need to love and respect each other, even if we have different opinions. See, me and my little brother are 100% opposite and don't agree on anything. Sports, politics, you name it, we're different. However, I would never disrespect him in public. That's family, that's blood. And I don't just feel that way about my brother. I feel that way about every human walking. I have no reason to disrespect you. Because we're all humans trying to figure out this thing called life. And guns are tools. And in the wrong hands, they take lives. I think we need to start studying psychology and seeing what this music is doing to us. Mixed with our environments, mixed with the liquor, mixed with the fast food. Meditation is needed. Conflict resolution is needed. What's not needed is another rap song about murdering another black man. So I'll end this video saying, thoughts and prayers out to the families of King Von, MO3, Pop Smoke, Huey, and any other rapper that we've lost in 2020 that I've missed. But I hope we also understand that this pattern has been going on for a very long time. Pac was killed in the 90s. And on changes, he said we need to change the way we eat, change the way we think, and change the way we treat each other. Because the old way isn't working, so we need a new way to survive. And in 2020, we haven't grabbed that message yet. So I don't know how far this video is going to go or how many people it's going to reach. But I love my black brothers and sisters. The gun violence needs to stop. The anger and disrespect needs to stop. We all know about the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. We hear about all these people. But they're just regular families at the end of the day. They're families that put their money together and their ego aside and built something crazy. So I'm asking my black brothers and sisters, let's put our egos to the side. Let's put our political differences to the side. And let's build something crazy. It's long overdue. Spread love, spread positivity. Until next time, YouTube, I'm out.